Hello and welcome to Invite. Today we're going to be looking at creating an event on Invite from scratch. And I'll show you some of the tricks throughout the way. So from here I'm on the homepage of invite.io. I can select create your invite. And you can see here I'm presented with the occasion picker where I'm able to pick which occasion this event's for. For our example, we're going to use wedding. And you can see at the bottom here, I'm either able to create an invitation or I can create a wedding website. We'll use the invitation for this particular scenario. And you can see on the right, there is a card presented for us and the background. I can select see full page to show me the full experience. And on the left here, I'm able to start providing details about my event. So what is the event name, a brief description about that event, and so on. I can choose to select one of the quick ideas, or I can provide my own. So if we type, for example, Adam and Sarah, you can see on the right that our card has been styled beautifully and added more futuristic look to it. Now at the bottom here, this is where you add the description. Again, you can use quick ideas to start off with, or you can add your own. The host name, you can choose to display the host name on the invitation card, or you can hide that entirely. Next part is the event date. This is where you're able to select what date that event's going to occur on. Let's just say the 10th of October, and the time is 5 p.m. The RSVP deadline is when you want guests to stop RSVPing by, and this is a hard block. Guests are no longer able to RSVP past that RSVP deadline. And then further down is the text that is provided at the very top of the card here. You're able to modify that custom label if you choose to. It is defaulted as save the date. Obviously, per event type, it is different. So for a wedding, save the date is the default. If I select looks good, now this is where all the magic happens. This is where you're able to add rich styling to your invitation. So I can choose to pick a template, which will show me a list of templates. Something like this, for example, is going to show me a nice background, slowly zooming into the image, and you can see all of the details of your invitation presented nicely. Again, if I select see full page, you can see the entire page like so. And I can choose to modify the color, and you can see the colors are changing as I'm making the changes like that. Or I can choose to generate my own card. Now, when I generate my own card and select surprise me, you can see it'll show you a very big list of cards. As you click through, you can automatically start to see new cards show up, or new cards get generated for you. Further down, we can select our photo background or backdrop. There are a number of backdrops we can choose from, or we can use the styling from here as well, which will allow us to change the font on the card and then just give us a nicer layout. I have found that if you use the images on invitation cards, you're best to use any line frames like these because they will add a lot nicer look rather than the flowers. The flowers will suit quite well on a plain background. Again, the surprise me function is actually intelligent enough to recognize that as well. So you'll never see images with a flower background getting generated. Now let's choose an image again, and I quite like this one here, and then go down and pick a frame for my image or my card. Then further down is the atmosphere. This is the background. So I can select something that will match my image, something nice and warm. There are a number of options I can pick from here as well. So further down is the photo gallery. Photo gallery is going to allow you to add a photo gallery to your invitation. So you can add the couple's images, you can add images for a birthday party, and so on. Now we can add a song, or we can add music to our invitation. There is a good list of music that we can add, and a good list of songs and instrumental music that we can add to our invitation. So if I go further up, perhaps we can add this one here, and you can see a play button that plays the music. Okay, let's continue further down and select looks good. Now, this is where we're going to customize the guest experience. So we're able to define whether this is a free event, a paid event. If it is a paid event, is that a target sum that we would like to target for, or it's a per person or per ticket. Generally, target sums are quite suitable for charity events and so on. Further down, we're able to see the dietary requirements that get added to your RSVP form. So if you're capturing or catering to your guests and you need to capture dietary needs, you're able to tick this. And the additional guests, this is all the +1 guests are able to add. So it's defaulted to 5. So each guest is able to bring 5 people. You can decrease that to 0 if you choose to have everybody RSVP, including +1s. We'll set that as 1 so that I can show you the live example. Now the check-ins, this is where you're going to be able to enable the check-in with QR code, which will then allow you access to a camera through your dashboard, the event dashboard, and all your guests will get a QR code per RSVP, and as they attend the event, you're able to scan their QR code to confirm their attendances. Next part is the questions. So if you want to add any questions to your RSVP form, you're asking particular questions to your guests, you're able to add those questions from here. And you can see there are a number of types of questions we're able to add, whether it's a short answer, long answer, single choice, or multi-choice. If it is required, so when it is required, that just means they must answer it before they can submit their RSVP. Further on, this is where we are going to be able to capture the location of the event, whether it's virtual or in person. You can add the address in here. And the private event is going to allow you to generate a code to the private event, so nobody is able to access your event, even though they have the link, without that code. Lastly, the schedule. This is what allows you to add a schedule. So if you have a lengthy event or an event that has multiple things that are going to occur that day, you're able to add that schedule. You can use the suggested schedule, which we've pre-built, and here you can see all of the details. Then you can start to make modifications to it, or you can start from scratch if you choose to do so. Finally, this is the preview now. This is where I land on the background and the card nicely presented to me to show me that this is what your event's going to look like. And once I'm happy with this look, I can select make it happen. From here, you're going to see a link displayed to you. This is the event link that you're going to use to share with your guests. Your guests will be able to open up this link and RSVP, and you'll be able to access all of those RSVPs from the event dashboard, which I'll be showing you shortly. So let's go to view invitation, and I'll make this screen slightly smaller so you can see it better. Here we go. So in here, you're able to see the live invitation. And if we go further down, we can see the music here. We can play it. And this is what we picked earlier. And further down, you can see the description we've added and the schedule. And this is where guests will be able to respond to your invitation. I'll be there. They provide their name, email, their +1s, and they're able to add the names here. And then further down is the dietary needs, and you can see it starts to populate like so, and they can add any additional dietary needs or allergies they require. And finally, they're able to add a custom message to the RSVP, which then lands on your dashboard, and they can select confirm attendance to confirm their RSVP. And now that we've seen the guest experience and how guests are able to RSVP to your invitation, let's have a look at the dashboard. This is another dashboard that I have 75 responses for, and we can see here the number of views, the number of responses, how many are going, and the total head count. The reason the head count is 103 and 60 are going is because this head count includes all the +1s as well. If we go further down, we can see a direct link to the event. We can copy this and share it with our guests. We can also view the live event directly from here, and we can select a printable invite as well. So if we selected one of these, we're able to download this and print this out. This QR code will be a QR code that links directly to the live event. There are a number of options that you can see here, so you can pick one of these 4 options. Further down is where all of the responses will be gathered. So you can see here all the details and the RSVPs and the custom messages and the +1s nicely visible. If I select summary, this is going to show me this summary, the event summary here. If I change this to light mode, this will be a lot nicer view for you. So here you can see I can tick off and actually check in people directly from the summary, or I can choose to download the summary itself as PDF format and use a hard copy to make my tracking or check-ins, etc. If I go further down, you can see obviously here each guest has their +2. So Scarlett's bringing +2, Easton's bringing +2, and we can see the names of their +1s as well. Now the catering planner, this is the most important part of the summary, I think, or in my opinion, this is where a catering or a caterer or a venue, for example, that is providing you with meals is going to benefit the most out of. So they can see that there are 40 guests with no restriction. They can see that there are 3 that require a certain dietary requirement. If there's 1 that has a nut allergy, there is no shellfish of 3 people. All of this nicely summarized like this, so they can cater to 103 people and all of the people that have those dietary needs. And further down, we can see all of the +1s presented like this. So Caleb Baker is bringing Adrian Baker, and so on. If we go further down again, we can see all the guest messages. So I can select show all. This shows me all the guest messages. So if I want to sit down and read my guest messages, I can use this summary to read the guest messages, nicely formulated for me like this. And then if we go all the way down, this is where you're able to download the summary as a PDF. I can also select open full page. What this does for me is shows me the complete page like this, and I'm able to work directly from here on a new tab. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you have any questions or there is anything that is not clear, please leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll be able to answer you as soon as I can.